Hey friend, Graham here from recordingrevolution.com. Welcome back to the Record and Release Your Song in 8 Weeks series where I'm literally recording and releasing a song in front of you in 8 weeks. And I hope you've been having fun if you're just stalking and watching, or if you are actually playing along, which many of you are, as I look in the comments, writing and recording and releasing your own song. Some of you have skipped ahead, which is amazing. I'm really proud of you. And also, thanks for the feedback on this song. What I like about recording and writing at the same time is it's like a mystery. I have no idea how the song is going to turn out. I'm going to do my best to make it not sound like poop and have fun with it and deliver something really, really good. But you're getting a inside look into how not only I record and mix and all those things, but how I think about song structure and songwriting and my own personal style and taste, which you may disagree with and not like, but hopefully you can learn something from it. In today's video, we are going to add to what we've already done, which are the drums. We did virtual drums with Easy Drummer. We recorded some bass and guitars last week, and now we're going to add some virtual instruments. So I'm going to jump into Pro Tools and pull up some sounds so we can kind of fill out this arrangement. All right, so I'm back in my session, and I've pulled up a couple of sounds. So I'm using one plugin for all of these virtual instruments, okay? It's called Expand. This is the stock sort of sampler virtual instrument inside of Pro Tools. There's a couple of them, but this is your sort of toolbox for any kind of sounds you can want. So I've pulled up a couple different sounds here, and I'll show you the settings as well. But if you're in Pro Tools, you can use the exact same ones. And so in the intro and the verse, right, we just have acoustic guitar and drums and bass in the verse. There's two things happening. One, it's all up the middle. There'll probably be some room reverb or something on this guitar and bass at some point, which might give it a little bit of stereo spread, but real basic. So I wanted to create some sort of creepy, vibey thing. We'll see if this works, but this is what makes sense to me. I found this sound on Expand. I'm calling it X-Files. They call it the check animations, and it's inside. I don't know where it's inside. It's inside of ambience. It sounds like this. Crazy, right? So I kind of like this vibe where it's going to go. Be really creepy. So let's just press record and see if I can make something work. And this will just be a little bit of movement, a little bit of ambience, a little bit of soundscape and design and vibe to kind of go, oh, this is a little more interesting and creepier than just an acoustic guitar and bass and drums. Kind of lame ending there. We'll have to fix that. And let's do something on this little pre-chorus. It kind of changes there. Let's try that. So that's something. We can clean that up. I kind of like the vibe there. I think it'll work. inside of our song. So that's going to be playing along in the verses and in the intro. Obviously, the electric guitars start to come in on the pre-chorus or the palm mute. Jum, 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 jum. So you know the tension's building. So we needed something to open up in the chorus. And so I imagined a couple of dirty type synth things. So I've got a couple here that might work. I'm using the exact same instrument. So I have another stereo virtual instrument track here in Pro Tools, and I just copied expand over and just changed it to a different sound. This preset's called Double Phaser, and it's using the Bug Terminator sound inside of one of the polysynths. This is one of your classic hold one note on the keyboard, and it plays everything for you. So let's get out of pre-roll, and we'll just go normal recording, and let's go for this. And here we go. You get the idea. And then all we'll do is we'll just make sure this is in time, because I don't think I even hit the one key. There we go, right on the downbeat. Save that. So then now, and then we can just extend that out to the end of the chorus here. Cool. All right. So now it should come in right on time. So we're doing a couple things here so far, as you can tell, right? We've got different ambient tone that's dark and round, and then we've got this sort of abrasive bright and a higher octave than what the sort of guitars are playing, and it's percussive. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. That was really cool how that worked out. So then there's one more sound I imagine, and I'm going to go for a dirty organ sound here. Again, same plugin. Again, I'm not a keyboard player. I've always admitted this, and I don't have a ton of virtual instruments. I just open up Expand. I've been using this for over a decade. And so I found one called Rock Warm Fuzzy under the organ section, and it sounds like this. Right, so I don't know if I'll stay with this organ sound, but it's close enough to what I hear, and I could always put some delay on it, put a little slap delay on it. I can dirty it up. We can play around with some of the slides on it as well, and just open it up a bit. But I'm going to try just a couple of simple chords. This is Graham we're talking about. Simple chords to then fill out not only some tone, but just some vibe in this chorus. Start at the pre-chorus. Very cool. Couple of notes there on the X-File sound that might not play with what I'm doing on the organ, where I'm resolving to the E major. So I might have to just play around with that. And when I do that, I'm just a hack. I'm a mouse click kind of guy. So I'll just kind of double click and open up the MIDI editor and just maybe delete notes or move notes or soften notes. You can quantize if you want to. I really won't quantize unless it's very percussive and it's a little distracting, like any other thing. I don't just edit just because. So this gives you an idea. I'm kind of filling out the sound now, and we're kind of getting, what we might do is I'm not mixing, but we could certainly pan one left, one right. So let's see, this organ could be sort of more right, The synth could be more left, and it kind of gives you this. You could go hard left, but if I did that, I'd probably do more ambience to fill it out a bit. But I kind of like Is it a mix? No, but I'm just listening to the synth sounds and getting a sense of what we got here. And then our job will be, as we add vocals, and I don't know what layers that'll look like. We'll get to that next week. The main vocal and then some layers there. Then our job after that's all there will be to, when we get to the mixing phase, create the balance that uses these tracks that we're adding in the right place. We don't want all of them to be up front and center or all of them to be loud. Most of these are going to be support sounds. So if it sounds crazy right now, I just want you to get a sense of like how I'm envisioning it. But I think it can and will come together. All right, so it's coming together. I hope you're digging it. I'm excited. We've got some good things to play with, and like I said, we'll try to balance all those sounds out as we go, but we really need to see what they sound like with the vocals, because the vocal is really, really key. And that's what we're gonna cover in next week's video. Is I'm going to finally finish some lyrics, which I need to do before that video, and then record vocals. We'll look at how I like to approach recording lead vocals, some simple mic placement and performance technique, but then also how I think about layering vocals, and just give you some food for thought, and we'll try to fill out this arrangement with the vocals. But before you go, as I've been telling you along the way, if you haven't already downloaded the companion guide to this series, my 6 Steps to a Radio Ready Song Guide, do so now. It's absolutely free, and it gives you a helpful resource. It's meant to be a resource you come back to anytime you're in the studio writing and recording. It walks you through these 6 steps that every song goes through to get from song idea to professional release, whether you do it digitally or analog or vinyl or however you do it these days. And I want you to have it. So just go to radioreadyguide.com or click the link below this video. Grab your copy, keep it on your desk or tablet or phone, wherever you like to keep that kind of resource, so you can reference it whenever you want. And as always, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you think of the song, and more importantly, are you following along? If you are, please let me know. I love seeing all the comments, and really what it's gonna do is give you some accountability and encourage somebody else to follow along and record and release a song in the next few weeks, just because we are living in the best time to be making music in the history of the universe. So leave me a comment below, let me know that you're following along, and we'll see you on the next video.